As leaders, you invest in systems like a HubSpot or other CRMs for your team so that they can track relationships and opportunities. You've got to be building relationships so your company can grow into the future. But the reality is, not everyone on your team wants to use a CRM system like a HubSpot or a Salesforce. They find it too bulky, or their sales rep, they're very protective of their network. So what do? How do you help those individuals be more consistent with their work? And I have to tell a secret. It's not just those individuals. There are times myself, as the leader of World Innovators, the one who's paying the bills for that CRM, there's times I don't want to use it either. There's a system I have set up with ChatGPT, which has made it really easy for me to capture the leads, keep track of the conversation, and figure out where do I want to go next. Where this comes into play for me the most is when I'm traveling, when I'm at a trade show. I don't have time to sit down and I could pass the card off to my team, help them do it, but they didn't meet the person. So how can they possibly put together a good personalized email if they didn't actually meet the person? So this is something I do. I follow up with all my leads when I'm out with trade shows. And I've worked out a system that I really like where I will take a picture of their business card. I quickly upload it into ChatGPT, and then I take the whole process from there. And below, I'm going to give you all the steps on exactly how I do this. But why this is so important for me is it has really helped, I would say 100% helped me with follow-up in a timely manner, in a personalized manner, but also in a nurturing manner. We all go to trade shows, we meet these people, we have this great connection, like you think they could be your best friend. But then after the trade show, there's one follow-up email, one conversation, and then bloom, we don't ever talk to them again or hear from them. And I have done that because everyday work gets in the way and you don't think about going back and reaching back out to Tom, who you met. This system has helped me with that. And this system has also helped me with individuals who don't want to use our CRM for some reason. And this is helping them be more consistent, have a workflow that they can keep up with, and have confidence that the opportunities or the people that they met are moving forward, which we all know that's what's going to help your business grow and increase your revenue. So some strong team members are, like I mentioned, are not comfortable with using the formal CRM. They are the relationship builders, but not system users. And I play both those roles. I love playing in our CRM when I have the time, but if I'm traveling, I'm the person who is trying to build those relationships, but don't want to get on the system to do it. So instead of forcing anyone to use the tools or telling me to slow down, get on the CRM when I'm traveling, I have set up a system within ChatGPT, which allows your team to, and myself, to talk through the notes, capture the conversation, stay organized in a very natural way. And here are the steps I follow, and I'm hoping these steps can help you out or help you give to your team so that everyone feels more confident and consistent in their work. The first step, as I mentioned before, capture the lead. Take a picture of the business card. You can take a picture of a directory page. You can take a picture of any listing you have, Excel spreadsheet even, and you upload it into ChatGPT. Step 2, you want to capture the conversation. What I do is if I'm at a trade show, I quickly go around the booth or go around the corner. I take my phone, I open up the audio feature, and I speak the notes into my ChatGPT. Hi, I just met with John from ABC Manufacturing. He's interested in upgrading his equipment. He's concerned about timing and budget, and he'd like to see a pricing on what's available. Also, his daughter is in a softball championship on Saturday, and John is playing in the member golf tournament on Sunday. I love putting those personalized details in there so that the person gets the email and they say, wow, they were really listening to me. They understood the conversation and they got me. That's what you want with your emails. No longer can you just send generic follow-ups. You got to show people that you truly care. And to be honest, I think that is needed just on a humanity and a civilization standpoint. And that also is what differentiates the people who are just using AI for everything and people who are using AI to support their team or themselves as individuals. So you want to make it sound very human. You want to show caring and you want to show that you are truly listening to the conversation. That is step two. Step three is while you're still at the trade show or you're driving in the car, you can say to ChatGPT, could you create a good grounded follow-up email that gives the individual all the information they need? But also, we just did a podcast on this. I'm a strong believer on that. Any follow-up email you have has to offer value, education, just something. Don't always be out there just selling. You know what? Show that you care. Show that it's a meaningful, valuable message that will educate them, some information to help them do their job better. Remember, everyone is always looking at emails saying, what's in it for me? They don't care if I say World Innovators has been around for 45 years. They want to know, how can you help me do my job better? How can you help me save money? How can you help me increase revenue? And you need to have that all in your email in a nice, caring way. The fourth step is create a follow-up plan. Now, why I just said that so slowly, because that step four was my nemesis. That was my downfall. I would go to places, I would meet people, we would have great conversation. I would do the follow-up. I would even do a nice personalized follow-up. But then you know what happens. We all get caught up with everyday work. And so did I reach back out to Tom? No, maybe I didn't. So then I went to that trade show, had that great connection, but I let it peter out to nothing. So within ChatGPT, you can tell it, help me create a great follow-up plan. And that is step four. Step five is keep it searchable. Now, this one is huge. Because if I've met anyone and I've loaded them into ChatGPT and I have a project that I set up in ChatGPT, I call it my lead and relationship building project. I can go in and I can say, okay, can you remind me of the conversation I had with Giovanni? What was the last thing he needed? And it gets served right up to me. No longer do I have to go to my CRM to find that contact, to go into his record, to look at the notes, to scroll through, to get served up what I need. Now it's all searchable. And I think for leaders, that is going to be the feature that will really sell those team members that are hesitant about using a CRM. It's going to sell them on setting up a project for themselves of leads because this searchable feature is so wonderful. Because when you can search it, then you can also get back to them with the most accurate information. Step six, and this is the final step. you're using ChatGPT instead of your CRM, or someone on your team is using this ChatGPT steps that I've just given you instead of the CRM, but you still do have that expensive CRM you're paying for, you can ask Chat. And if your sales team is comfortable with that, or with us or with myself, I am comfortable with that. I can ask Chat to create a CSV file, and you give it a template. So it would have something like your name, your company. And of course, if it's going into HubSpot, I want it to be first name, last name, company, notes, last contact, next step. I can take that whole CSV file and then upload it into my CRM. Just like that. No longer am I going to HubSpot to say first name Donna, last name Peterson, company World Innovators. Because as I mentioned, I like to follow up on my own leads of the people I meet because their follow-up has to be very personalized. I am building a relationship, and that isn't something I hand off to anyone on my team because I take these relationships very serious. But now HubSpot speeds that entire process up for me. And also, right now, if you are a HubSpot user, HubSpot is connected into ChatGPT. Just a little FYI. Also, Dropboxes. So for me, this has become a big time saver in setting up these systems on AI and using large language models like a ChatGPT to get my team on board with doing good, consistent outreach to individuals that nurtures them, especially if you're sales or even marketing, nurtures them from being hot leads to being very interested prospects to being customers, but then following up with them so that they become loyal advocates of your brand. And this is how companies are going to grow into the future. I've talked about it before. AI is not here to replace the humans. AI is here to support the humans to make us better. And I know it has helped me. And that's why I do this podcast. That's why I go around talking about AI, because companies need to know how to use it properly. ChatGPT does not replace your CRM. It supports capturing that information consistently. And for any individuals on your team who will never, ever get on your CRM team, it gives them a tool that will help them do their job better and be more consistent, but still holding it, all the information to themselves. Because I know there are sales reps who want to keep their information here. And that's why they can set up a project that is just theirs. No one else can see it, but it can help them with that consistent messaging. I would love to hear from you all about, did you try this out with your large language model or ChatGPT? Please leave a comment below. Did it work? Did it not work? Are there any hurdles that you found? I want to discuss this with people because I'm really interested in helping people succeed in using AI in a way that really supports them. Also, in the comments, tell me if there's a specific topic you would like to hear about. I will read the comments and I'll make sure we do an episode on that. And then I need your help. I need your help promoting this podcast, sharing it with people, but also ranking this podcast. We need to show people that there is a grounded way of using AI that can help everyone in your company out there. So please rank the podcast, leave a comment. Thank you very much. Until next week, have a great week. Bye.
Thanks for listening to the World Innovators Grounding AI podcast. If you'd like to be updated when new episodes come out, don't forget to subscribe. Also, check out our social media accounts to stay up to date on B2B marketing trends.